The bank lobby was already overflowing by 8:30 in the morning. Customers sighed impatiently as the line stretched toward the entrance. Phones rang non-stop, printers hummed, and employees rushed from one counter to another. Among them stood Daniel Carter, a 35-year-old single father wearing a neatly pressed but inexpensive blue shirt. His shoes had begun to fade from years of use, and dark circles rested beneath his gentle brown eyes after another sleepless night caring for his 8-year-old daughter, Lily. Daniel quietly held Lily's small hand while waiting his turn. "Dad, are you sure we'll still make it to school?" she whispered. He smiled warmly despite the pressure weighing on him. "We will. Kindness first, worries later." Lily smiled. She had heard those words ever since she was old enough to understand them. Behind the customer service desk sat Amanda Brooks, the branch manager. At 42, she had built a reputation for being strict, ambitious, and obsessed with bank policies. She believed emotions had no place in business. As Daniel finally reached the counter, he placed a small envelope on the desk. "I'd like to withdraw $5 from my checking account." Amanda glanced at him before looking at the screen. "You waited 30 minutes, for $5? Daniel nodded politely. "My daughter forgot her lunch money." Amanda rolled her eyes. "There are ATMs outside. They're temporarily out of service." She sighed dramatically. "We're extremely busy. Transactions under $10 waste everyone's time." "I'm sorry," Daniel replied softly. "I just need $5. Amanda crossed her arms. "Sir, come back another day." Daniel looked confused. "I need it today. I'm refusing the transaction." Several customers turned to watch. Daniel remained calm. "My account has sufficient funds." "That's not the point." "It is to my daughter." Amanda's patience snapped. "Security." A guard slowly approached. Lily hid behind her father. "Dad." Daniel gently squeezed her hand. "It's all right." Amanda pointed toward the exit. "I'm closing your service request. Please leave." Daniel quietly collected his envelope. Without raising his voice, he looked Amanda in the eyes. "I hope no one ever makes your child feel this small." Then he turned around and walked away with Lily. Many customers exchanged uncomfortable glances. One elderly woman shook her head. "That wasn't necessary." Amanda ignored her. "The bank isn't a charity." She felt proud for maintaining discipline. What she didn't know was that Daniel wasn't an ordinary customer. Years earlier, he had founded a cybersecurity company from his garage while working nights after his wife passed away from cancer. He had sold that company for nearly $120 million. Instead of living extravagantly, he invested quietly and rarely touched his fortune. He drove an old pickup truck because it reminded Lily of family road trips with her mother. He wore inexpensive clothes because wealth never interested him. Only one financial institution knew the true size of his accounts. This bank. The $5 withdrawal wasn't about money. It was about feeding his daughter before school. That afternoon, Daniel received a phone call from another bank. "We understand you'd like to discuss transferring your assets." "Yes. We'd be honored." The meeting lasted less than 40 minutes. By the next morning, paperwork had already begun. $90 million would soon leave Amanda's branch. No one there noticed. 3 days later, headquarters certainly did. Amanda had just finished reviewing employee schedules when her office phone rang. "This is Regional Director Michael Grant." She immediately stood. "Good morning, sir. Explain why one of our largest private clients is closing every account." Amanda froze. "Our largest client?" "Daniel Carter." She searched the customer database. Her heartbeat accelerated. The balance displayed on the screen made her knees weaken. $90 million. Multiple investment portfolios. Business accounts. Trust funds. Amanda could barely breathe. There must be some mistake. There isn't. Michael's voice became colder. He specifically cited humiliating treatment by branch management. Amanda remembered the man asking for $5. Her face lost all color. It was just a small misunderstanding. A misunderstanding that cost this bank $90 million. Silence filled the room. Then Michael asked the question she dreaded. Did you refuse to serve him? Yes. Did you call security? Amanda swallowed. Yes. Another long silence followed. Finally, Michael spoke. Meet me at headquarters in 1 hour. The meeting was devastating. Executives already possessed surveillance footage from every camera inside the branch. They watched Amanda dismiss Daniel. They watched Lily hide behind her father. They watched customers reacting in disbelief. No one defended Amanda. One executive paused the video where Daniel gently comforted Lily. He never raised his voice. Another nodded. He simply requested access to his own money. The legal department confirmed that Amanda had violated customer service policies. Human Resources reviewed dozens of previous complaints about her attitude toward elderly customers and low-income clients. The $5 incident wasn't an isolated mistake. It had revealed a long pattern of disrespect. By the end of the afternoon, Amanda's employment was terminated. Her banking career ended with a single signature. Word quietly spread throughout the financial community. Future employers hesitated after learning why a respected manager had lost her position. Months passed. Daniel had completely moved his accounts to another institution. One rainy evening, he stopped at a neighborhood grocery store after picking Lily up from school. As they walked toward the checkout line, Daniel noticed a familiar face scanning groceries. Amanda. She looked exhausted. Gone were the expensive suits. Gone was the confident posture. She wore a simple store uniform with a name tag. For a moment, she lowered her eyes, expecting him to mock her. Instead, Daniel smiled kindly. Good evening. She looked embarrassed. I don't suppose you'll ever forgive me. Daniel gently placed his groceries on the counter. I already did. She stared at him. You did? Holding anger would only teach my daughter the wrong lesson. Amanda's eyes filled with tears. I judged you because of your clothes. Daniel nodded. Many people do. I ruined my own career. You made a choice. Choices have consequences. She wiped away a tear. I wish I could change that day. Daniel looked toward Lily, who was helping another elderly customer pick up dropped oranges. Then he smiled. You still can. Amanda frowned. What do you mean? You can't rewrite yesterday. He pointed toward Lily. But you can decide how you'll treat the next person who only needs $5, or simply needs kindness. Amanda watched Lily laugh with the elderly woman. For the first time in years, she understood what true success looked like. It wasn't found in titles, offices, or expensive suits. It was found in treating every person with dignity, regardless of their appearance or bank balance. As Daniel paid for his groceries, Amanda quietly reached into her own wallet. A young boy nearby was counting coins, unable to afford a loaf of bread. Without saying a word, she covered the remaining $5. The boy smiled with grateful eyes. Thank you. Amanda smiled back. No. Thank you. Daniel saw the moment from the doorway. He simply nodded before walking into the rain with Lily. Dad, Lily asked, are people really able to change? Daniel looked at his daughter and smiled. The richest people aren't the ones with $90 million. They're the ones who never become too important to show kindness. Lily slipped her hand into his. Together they disappeared down the sidewalk, leaving behind a lesson far more valuable than money. Fortunes can build comfort, power can create influence, but a single act of kindness, or a single act of cruelty, can change a life forever.